Be aware of your surrounding. Try to add value to people, man. And add real value, not just something you could do something to hopefully get something back. Be able to self-assess. If you're one of those people who, for real, you looking at yourself in the mirror going, man, I am a taker, like for real. Like I look around in my relationships and I always got my hand out and rarely am I giving to people. Man, just switch that mentality. I promise you, it's sweeter on this side. It really is. And I promise you, it'll come back around to you if you are doing it out of the kindness of your heart and the sincerity. And I think not only would your relationships be better, but we'll live in a better world.
Today's show is brought to you by Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, the green juice, solves the problem of juicing greens on the go. We all know that we need to get those fruits and greens and vegetables and all that in our diets, guys, and here's a quick and easy way to get it. You just add water, drink, and let your body soak up the benefits. Visit Organifi.com to learn more about an exciting offer for you, our podcast listeners. That's Organifi, Organifi.com.
I wake up every single day, I am who I say I am, and I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles, you're not average. You're not even good, you were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What it do, y'all? What's happening?
And Dr. Douglas Eric Michael Thomas III. E, talk to us, man. What's going on? Help us out. What's the word over there?
Man, it's two things, bro. I think it's more the method. So you know how, you do therapy, and when you do therapy, you know what I'm saying, they give you like these better ways to do stuff, better ways to handle stuff, right? So I had an incident that happened to me yesterday, and it's been building up, man, to be honest. It's been building up for a while, and I've been, I tried my hardest, you know what I'm saying, like through therapy to take the counsel and, modify and do some stuff, but I was talking to my wife yesterday, and she was just like, look, you can't let certain things bother you. You know what I'm saying? She's like, let it go. Like, I'm not saying that is right, but I'm just saying, like, you can't let it bother you. And I think when y'all used to see the Anger Boy, I kind of just exploded, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, oh, okay, let me follow the therapy. But I'm like, it ain't working because I was told to like, let it go. And I'm just like, whoa, like, okay, at what point, like, how do you let certain things go? It's like, okay, I feel you, let it go. Don't let it, you know what I'm saying? Don't let it mess up your day. Don't let it ruin your whatever. But I realized, bruh, like I got a real serious problem with selfish people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, and it's like, I'm not talking about selfish people like your haters. I'm not talking about external, I'm talking about inner circle. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, it's like common sense. If I give you the car, and I ain't even talking about a car, I'm just using the car to help people like basically try to get what I'm understanding. But if you use my car with my gas and you taking people around in my car with my gas to do whatever they need to do, like, okay, I feel you. But if I need you to put some like gas in that joker, or I need you to do something for me, like I need you to have the same energy that you using my car and wasting my gas to do stuff for other people for me. And I'm not even saying it for me. I'm saying, this the car we using. This the gas we using. If you using it for somebody that can't put no more gas in it, just common sense, when you run out, they can't do nothing for you. We gonna be stuck. None of us ain't gonna have no car. So I'm not even telling you don't take gas and use it to do what you wanna do. But at some point, you gotta understand that the car gonna run out of gas and it's gonna be on the side of the road. And so I just told my wife, I'm like, what do you want me to do? My wife's like, don't say nothing about it. I'm like, what does that mean? Don't say nothing about it. Like, I can't allow people to continue to run my gas out my car. You feel what I'm saying? My wife's like, well, we want to have a great day today. I'm gonna be with you all day, and I want you to be in the right spirits. And I'm just like, man, see, I'm just hurt because I'm just like, people are
now
just.
You're speaking my language.
Yeah, people are just, man. And I'm telling you, it's just like, Okay, common sense. Like, I'm the energy source. Okay, I get it. I understand that. Like, you come to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm able to, give you the energy. I'm able to do things. But it's just like, yo, how you gonna use the energy I'm giving you to do your own thing? But then when I need to count on you for some energy, I can't count on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm not even asking you to do it I'm not asking you to provide the energy on the level I'm asking. Like, the resources that I give, I'm not even asking you to be on that level. But dog, can you get a walk? Can you get a bunt? Can you get to first base? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need you to hit no home run. I don't need you to get a double, but I need you to at least get on first base from time to time. And it's just aggravating just being with people who just take. And again, like I said, they don't even have enough common sense to see if you keep taking from this source and you don't give back to the source, the source that you taking from ain't even gonna be there for you. You know what I'm saying? And so my wife, man, just like I said, I did what she told me to do, in terms of I didn't say anything, but I promise you, bro, it's just like, okay, God, is this really working? Like, does this work? You know what I'm saying? When people think you a sucker, when people try to take advantage of, because you know what I'm gonna do, see? I'm just gonna cut you off. And then you ain't gonna be able to come back and get nothing from me.
Question.
I'm just saying, it is what it is. You're not gonna be able to come back to me and get nothing. And then you're gonna realize, oh, I love Jorge. Jorge hit me the other day and he was like, yo, E, you certified me. I'm out here making this paper. I'm getting this bread. I want to, what percentage? I was like, yo, Jorge, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like, whatever, bro. Like, I ain't on that. He was like, no. I got to give you this percentage, right? Like, you blessed me. So I'm like, whatever, Jorge, like, just get on your feet first and then we can talk, right? He hit me up like, yo, first of all, he came to the, conference for Jalen, speaking for Jalen, matter of fact, doing a phenomenal job. And he was like, yo, I called Carl. I was like, what's up? I was trying to get you this bread and you ain't taking it. I don't know how to give it to you. So I'm calling Carl to find out how to do it. And I'll be real with you. See, I don't even need the money, bruh. Like, whatever little percentage he about to give me, I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I don't necessarily need that to eat. But the fact that he went the extra mile and was like, yo, I'm gonna call Carl because you ain't doing it. Like, you ain't giving me the money. You ain't showing me how to give you the money. So I'm gonna go to Carl, talk to Carl, see if Carl can set something up. And I got in my whip and left that day and was like, yo, if there was more Jorge's in my life, but it's the opposite. It ain't even people coming to me. I'm blessing them. They're not even telling me how to do it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not even telling me how I can go about making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not even asking. They just take. I just told my wife yesterday, I just like, yo, I'm just tired. I want to call this person and just have a conversation. She's like, for what? Like, don't call. You think the calling's going to change? And I think I got more frustrated with it being bottled up and not doing it, but I respect her. Like, it's a therapy. You don't want me to call, I'm not gonna call. You don't want me to say nothing, I'm not gonna say nothing. But I just get tired because I look out for people, bro. And it's like, I don't ask people for much, bro, but I try to put people on financially. I try to give people opportunities they would never have. I give people information, and it's just like, I don't know, people seem like maybe they stuck on stupid. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, I'm going to take from the source and I'm never going to put back. And it's like, yo, bruh, if all you ever do is withdraw, bruh, you're going to overdraft. It ain't going to be nothing for you to get. So like I said, I ain't even going to try to lie on the podcast this morning. Like, I'm not in the mood. I'm just tired. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, this is the first place in the 24 hours that I, got a chance to talk, but my wife told me to keep my mouth shut. So I'm like, yo, I respect you. You tell me to keep my mouth shut, I'll do it. Because to me, it's better not to say something than to say something. If my wife is right, I wasn't in the right spirit. And then I can't take back whatever I said to that individual and further scar the relationship.
So I guess the problem I have is, why is it going to scar the relationship for you to tell somebody the truth? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be around people who, if I tell you the truth, our relationship over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because that's not a real relationship anyway.
Right.
And so, obviously, I lean more towards the gorilla side, but I told people, I don't lean towards this side because I enjoy like conflict. Like, I think because, people see like the pilot or the gorilla, like assertive, demanding, driving, all those things. I think there's an assumption that, like, I wake up every day, like, who can I pick a fight with? Or who can I tell, themselves? Like, I don't like that feeling that you got right now, I don't like that feeling, and it can't sit on my heart. So therefore, I go straight to the source, and I'm gonna say it. One thing I do have to work on. Shout out to my brother for giving me the feedback on that. He was like, "Yo, I feel you. You still gotta watch how you say it, because you could come off as like you trying to punk somebody. So you need to like control the way in which you say it. I'm not mad, for sure. Say it. But control the way in which you say it," which is very true. And I took that feedback, right? And I'm working on implementing that. But the whole, I got something with you and I just let it ride, like, to me, that's the thing that, like, I can't sleep, I can't eat, it's wearing on me. I'm like, yo, I just want to call this person, I want to text. Like, so I am a gorilla in that nature because I don't like that feeling. I don't like conflict. And so what happens is, the feeling that you got towards this person or persons, whatever, whoever it is right now, that feeling is gonna sit on you. And you're right. They walking around so dumb, they have no clue that this is sitting on you. So then the next time they go, "Oh, let me borrow your whip right quick," you might just either punch them in their mouth or you might not ever talk to them again. And so to me, like, the gorilla, the thing that's so dope is, bro, we can get it handled right here and now. Now, trust me, it may start with like a little conflict, but eventually you're going to see where I'm coming from. You got a chance to explain your side of the story and we can come to an amicable agreement.
Yeah, but I think that's probably why I didn't do it, because it came from a gorilla. You know what I'm saying? So it would have come from anybody else. I would have probably been like, I'm not going to do it. But because Didi is on saying what's on her heart, that's why I was like, okay,
Yeah, but
I'm not going to say nothing right now.
What was her intentions behind telling you not to address it?
Well, I think for her, it was just, she felt like what Train was saying. She just was like, it just happened. I'm saying it's been happening for some time, but it's just like, I think she was probably like, you're in such a bad space, you know what I'm saying, that you probably gonna say it in a way. Because for real, like I said, I'm what you see. Like, I'm not the person that I think you probably are more mature in your gorilla than I am, and you've had probably a lot more positive experiences in your gorilla than I have. Like, when I'm gorilla, that's not who I am naturally. So when I do it, I don't know that I always do it, in a very mature manner. You know what I'm saying? So I think they were just like, you're going to be all right when you say it, but you might scar them when you say it. You know what I'm saying? And so
yeah, but I think the danger in waiting and doing all of that is you could talk yourself out of it, and then you can kind of have like the halfway boy. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm definitely not talking myself out of it, though. No,
well, I mean, just like, sometimes when you say it you could look at it as you saying it like in anger, you could look at it as you saying it in the spirit of like, whatever you mean is gonna come out if you say it in that, like, now you may say it harsh, but you're not gonna sugarcoat it and be like, well, sometimes when you. Oh no, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
I love you, right?
It's like,
no.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just being real. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it when we get to it. Like, but what I, if anything good came out of the 24 hours, I will say this. I told somebody yesterday because my wife had made a statement and she gorillaed it. You know what I'm saying? And I think when they heard it, and it wasn't toward them, it was toward me. But what I had to explain to them is, when Didi is doing what she's doing, because this person said that their girlfriend is a Didi, right? But they don't look at it the way I looked at it. I just had to help my man. I said, look, this is what you got to understand. Didi is not talking to the person. Didi's talking to the process. So she's not dogging me out. She's saying that this thing has to be done this way, and you're not. So she's speaking to the process. You don't, like yesterday, we went in the building and there was 900 planners that had to get done by 4:30. Well, I got them to the post office at 4:10. You know what I'm saying? So for Didi, she's speaking to, we got 900 to do. So when she said, hey, get off your phone, she's not talking to me. She's not saying, Eric, get off the phone, like disrespecting me. Now, if you in the room, it could seem harsh, like, yo, you're a grown man. What are you saying? No, she's not talking to me. She's saying, yo, if you on the phone, we got a 4:30 deadline. The phone calls are going to interrupt the process. So when we walk in this joint, from the time we walk in to the time we leave, all we need to be doing is on these planners, because anything other than that, eating lunch, taking a bathroom break, like anything. So I had to explain to the people on the phone, Didi's not talking to me. She's talking to the process. So if you think she's talking to you, then you're going to take it personal. If you understand she's talking to the process, then you're not going to take it personal and you're not going to lose none of your energy. You're going to do what you do. So I can say that, oh, I'm not about to change the intensity at all, meaning that the process that I'm going to talk to, and you heard me say it in the beginning, you didn't hear me talk about the person. See, that's what I'm learning to do. I'm learning to say, all right, when we talk, I'm not going to make it about you, because it's not about you. Because if I make it about you, it can change the dynamics of our relationship. This is not about you. What it is about is that some kind of way you're so selfish, you're so self-centered. Life, some kind of way, is so about you that you're not even getting the fact that you're running the gas out the doggone vehicle. And the reason why I gotta stop you is because I can't let you use out my gas, which becomes our gas, to do your stuff. And then when you come back, we ain't got no gas. And so now I can't do the things that I want to do, and I can't be a blessing to you because I don't have no gas. You understand what I'm saying? And so nope, ain't nothing changed for me in terms of what may have happened in the last 24 hours is I may have gotten focused, and now I'm not pissed at that individual. Now I'm going to be able to sit down with that individual and just talk about the facts. And I think what Didi was saying was, I sensed some feelings in here.
You know what I'm saying?
E, what happens if, let me ask this real quick, what happens is, because I'm literally with y'all 150%, and y'all know me, I'm transitioning.
Carl, it must be terrible for you, because I know it got to be like near death for you to say something.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, and here's the reason why. See, I'm saying I'm getting it now. Like I do appreciate your style a lot more, because like you said, you don't have to go through the drama no more. Like internally, like we just deal with it and get it over.
Yeah, I ain't got 2 weeks to be angry. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but here's my question. How do you know if the person, because this is the part that would frustrate me the most, if the person does not receive it, or you get where I'm going? Like how do you know
I don't
the
think
person...
that they don't have to receive it. I'm about to cut them off. So they don't have to receive it.
Period.
I just want to make sure, though, to Didi's point, because I'm probably worse than you are, CJ, when I do it.
You definitely are.
Oh yeah,
you definitely are.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So for me, it's like I said, I don't have a problem doing it. I grew up with it. My mom was on that. So my mom wasn't. My mom is worse than my wife. So I don't have a problem doing it. I just stopped doing it because I know how I took it. And I didn't take it right when my mom did it. So I'm not saying my mom was wrong for what she did. I ran away from home because of it. Because I was like, it's too much. Like, you're too aggressive. It's your way or the highway. So since it's your way or the highway, I'm just out. Like I don't have to do this. So you pissed because I'm not doing what you want me to do. I'm pissed because you want me to do it. So for the both of us, it's going to be better if I'm gone. So I don't have a problem. Like sometimes people be like, yo, friend. No, I don't have a problem being a gorilla. I don't. I don't want what happened to me to happen to you. And that is, me and my mom didn't talk for months. So like, me and my mom didn't have a problem going gorilla at each other. We didn't. We just knew when we finished, I ain't gonna be talking to you for a few months. So I don't have a problem doing it. I just know when I do it, that's usually what happens. And I don't want that anymore. Like, I don't want to do people like that no more, because I'm not stupid. I already know we gonna get into it, and then I'm cutting you off. Like, bottom line, I'm not tripping. Like, I'm not hurt by the fact that, because I'm the source. So nobody has ever left me, and I felt like I wasn't blessed because they left me. Like, I didn't ever feel like that. Like, this relationship didn't work out, and now my speaking fell off, or my preaching fell off, or my money fell off, or my relationship with Didi fell off. Nothing changed for me. I felt what Didi was saying. Yo, if I go in, something for you might change. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm hurt about.
Yeah,
ain't nothing about to change for me. It ain't like if me and you get
or
into
not
it.
ask for it.
I'm just saying, it ain't like me and CJ relationship about to change because I cut you off. But I am nervous because if I cut you off, whether you know it or not, something's about to change for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what's gonna change.
You got to find your own gas money.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you and your own car. You feel me?
No. Here's the thing, though. You know what? And E, I promise you, this happens to me often. And you know what? I think maybe it gets worse as you get more successful, right? Because and I let me try to phrase this right, because I don't want to. And this isn't even a class thing, right? This is just like a basic human decency type of thing here. But I think individuals may look at you and go, okay, he a millionaire now, right? And is, something as simple, I still don't even know if we're talking gas in the car, but it's metaphorical, whether it's real gas, whatever. But either way, we're using this metaphor now of gas in the car. They may be looking at the fact that, and that's what I always try to psychoanalyze and be like, yo, what are you really thinking? Like, are you looking at me and thinking because I got money that I'm just cool with this? Like, it just ain't nothing to me? And maybe that's the case. Like, maybe they looking at you like, yo, he got millions of dollars. He ain't tripping on no $50 fill up. Like, that ain't even a drop in the bucket to him, where that's everything to me. So if it was my homeboy, Tyrone, and we were riding in his car, I probably have been like, yo, here go $10 for the gas, go and put that on the tank. But because it's E and who you are in your space, you are the life giver, the energy giver, the provider, the protector. I got the bill when we go out to dinner type person. That person can get comfortable in that space. And so the reason I'm saying that I like to have the conversation is before I cut you off and hold this bitter, like for real, at the end of the day, it's like you come home and you putting everything, you trying to clean your house and you putting everything in that closet. And you see like the commercials where you open up the closet and literally a billion things fall out. And I'm telling you, I don't do that. If I come home and something in the middle of the floor, I'm like, hey, whose shoe is this? Now, could it get annoying to people? Like, man, he always got it. But guess what? I don't never have to worry about opening that closet and things just burying me underneath, because that's when I'm getting ready to cut you off. And so I really love you enough to tell you, maybe not the first time, but for sure the second time, yo, my man, I'm not trying to be funny, but that's twice now you done drove my car and brought it back on E. Take my car back to the gas station and fill it up, dog. That's not how we getting down. So it may, now, will it may hurt your feelings a tad in that moment? Yes. But I guarantee we'll never have that problem again because I've already checked you on it. So now I don't got to worry about going to the closet and everything spilling over on me. So really, who's the gorilla in this situation? If I'm telling you up front to try to spare the relationship and you holding it until everything fall over and now you done just cut that person out your life forever, who's the real gorilla and who would that person prefer to correct them? I think they would probably prefer me, even though I'm gonna do it quicker, maybe a little sharper, in terms of how I address it, but I'm really addressing it to save the relationship because I know you play me once, maybe they didn't, maybe that was I give you one. But the second time, okay, you think I'm a sucker now. So now I got to get you. And I get you, and like I said, you may not talk to me for a day or two, but you're gonna get over it. And that's why I don't like holding things in. I don't wake up going, I love conflict. Who want to fight with CJ today? I'm ready to be a bully. I promise you.
But I'm saying I don't know that they're going to get over it, though. I mean, in theory, you're absolutely right, like 100% right. But I still think people preference. People, it's like what you said the other day when you walk in the room and people are like, people would prefer to deal with people who they don't have conflict with. Now, I'm not saying that they grow. I'm not saying that they get better. I'm not saying that it's a better option, but people still would prefer to deal with, like the Pistons. They didn't win no more championships after Larry Brown. They still preferred to deal with Flip Saunders. They preferred to deal with Flip Saunders. So I'm saying, in theory, you're absolutely right. And I think because you can handle it, you dish it out because you can handle it, right? So I'm saying, I feel you 100%. But for me, I'm just saying, the one thing that I think was good about yesterday is that I'm not as mature. So a part of my strength is my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like I go in the room, it's not that I'm a better speaker than nobody else. I have an ability to connect with people on a deep level because I am in my feelings. And I think for me yesterday, I think what it was more so, look, Diddy stopped me in the midst So don't, you know what I'm saying? I should probably give you the whole hookup. Diddy stopped me in the midst. Like,
And then, like, you
it wasn't a conversation where Diddy was like, we had a
Gorillas in the
conversation. Diddy saw me going. She saw me outside and was like, whoa, you on the phone? Oh, hey, hold up on that, bro. And she was like, your spirits ain't right. Like, and not even that you going off. She was just like, yo, this ain't the time. Like, you, come on, just pull that back. You know, like, we about to go together. We was about to do something as a family. And she was like, yo, we had plans already. Like, don't, not right now. We got plans. So let's all as a family go do our thing. When we finish doing our thing as a family, you can come back later and address that. And I was like, all right, cool. And I realized that, all right, E, now your feelings is in it because now, and I want you, those of you who are out there listening, this is how you catch yourself. What happened was I felt the feelings of, I was thinking about the individual. So when we had our conversation, I was thinking about them. And I knew I wasn't thinking about the principle. And that's how I knew, all right, I'm wrong. All right now, I'm thinking about them, not the principle. My feelings is in this.
I just hate it though, E. Why do I got to be the one getting abused and the one thinking about your feelings and the one I can't say nothing to you?
That's why I said what I said when I first got on the phone. I was hurt because Didi pulled me back, and but I wanted to be the old E to jump out on the police. I'm like, yo, we got a problem now. Me and the officer got a problem now. Why do we wait until I calm down? Like, I got a problem with you now. Let me jump out the car. I'm not gonna wait for you to come to me. I'm coming to you. Why? And I'm like, okay, God, I really thank the Lord for Chris Daniels, my wife, you know what I'm saying, and this whole new whatever. But I'm starting to ask myself, like, yo, was I really wrong for jumping out on the cop? Because at least when it was over, it was over. Now, people might have looked at me and be like, E, you got an anger issue. Okay, to you, I do. But to C's point, I don't got to deal with it 24 hours from now. I jumped out on the police right then.
We don't want you getting shot.
Yeah,
No, but I'm just saying, though, I still had the same, that's where I was when I was jumping out on the police.
I got you.
But so now I think the problem is I'm trying this other way that you know, people are saying, E, man, you got an anger problem. You know what I'm saying? You need to go ahead and calm down and whatever. And I'm trying it, and it just seems like people are punking me now. I'm not just
no question.
You know what I'm saying? It has a Mr. Softy feel to it now. And I'm just like, okay, I gotta be the energy and you punking me. I gotta be the energy and you, whereas like I said, I felt so good about Jorge because I was like, Jorge, bruh, again, principle. I don't need, you're not making that kind of doggone bread. But I am so grateful that you're going to these lists to say, hey, E, this ain't a whole bunch, but here goes some money for the gas. And I don't need it. But don't you hate the person that get in the whip and you drive them all over the world and they don't even mention, hey, E, here go $10. They don't even say, here go $10. So again, see, like I said, I just don't want to be on the prayer, prayer call. I don't want to be on the podcast faking it.
Too, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be on there faking it. Like, yeah, E, how you doing? No, bro, I'm pissed. And it's just like a new glove. I got this new glove on.
Yeah, and I'm saying, though, I hope that you would address it before, because those of you who don't know what we're talking about, E will cut you off, and then you would never hear from her for 8 years. And you'd be like, yo, what happened? People like, yo, I called E. I'm like, well, unfortunately, you crossed the point of no return. And I just try not, again, man, I do not wake up looking for conflict. I don't even enjoy conflict. I enjoy non-conflict. But I'm like, I can't lie to myself either and have like, let's say, you know, something happened and I'm like stewing about it. I can't just do the whole, cause then I'm gonna see you and then I'm gonna act fake and then you like, and you don't know. And I'm just like, bro, I can't, it like, yeah, it just let that sizzle.
Okay, so just one more thing, see, and I'm gonna get off of this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know you got a podcast you got to do. So one more thing, and then you can get to your podcast. Because I'm sure you had some. Here's my other rub. Then here's my other rub. Am I like, yo, bro? Am I the only one that's supposed to be paying attention to our relationship? Am I the only one that's supposed to be knowing what boundaries are and what they aren't? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I the only one that's supposed to be paying attention to? Okay, you know, see mom think it's, you know, like see mom don't really know where this thing is going. and she got some, questions. And since I'm the one who's responsible, then I need to be over his lunch as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I the only one that's supposed to notice, seeing his brother's cool, so I better build a relationship. Oh, C don't like it when you talk in circles. He like when you direct. Am I the only one that's supposed to notice in the relationship, or am I supposed to be the energy? Am I supposed to be the hookup? And then I got to pay attention to all the cues, but you don't have to notice nothing about me and how I get down and what I do. And I got to come to you and tell you and you know what I'm saying? Like, and have this conversation. Like, I think that's another rub that I have. It's like, yo, am I responsible? Like, you're not supposed to know me as a human. You're not supposed to know what not to cross, what to cross. Like, you're not supposed to do none of that. But I got to come and tell you that what you did was wrong for the 6th time, and I don't particularly care for that. Don't do that.
You know what's funny though? What you talking about is the basis of why me and you close in the first place. Remember, I told you that the first week I met you, I noticed that. What did I tell you? What did I tell you I was going to be in your life?
Oh, solution, not a problem.
Period. I was like, yo, everybody, like, yo, y'all don't understand. Let's take it back in the podcast a little bit. I looked at E and I was like, yo, we could be, like I said, E wasn't even famous at this time, not even a celebrity, nothing, but he still had the same juice. And so people would come up, and I just noticed everybody brought problems. I'm talking about at work. He got people like talking about their marriage to him at work, like not even in like the church setting. You got church folks, my son acting crazy, my husband acting crazy. Can you talk to my wife? Can you do? And I would look at E all day, every day, just take on problems, fix. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to be one of the only humans in E life who never brings him problems. Like, I'm not gonna bring him any problem. Like, I'm only gonna like try to be a strength for him. I'll be like a rock for him, because I don't know who he turned into when he got all of this stuff. And I think like people would always be like, yo, CJ and E so close. And it was like, yo, we drew close because I understood, yo, okay, this dude got all of these people throwing stuff at him. And, I wanna ask you, E, and I don't mean to be mean to you, but it almost sounds like, maybe like a self-fulfilling prophecy in that you have always been like
a big brother.
The Pied Piper. Like, yo, y'all come with me, I got it, we good. You know what I mean? So then everybody gets used to you being that, and there are no boundaries, right? Because Diddy always try to say, okay, you need some boundaries. You don't need to let people take your car. You don't need to let people stay at the house. You don't need to, you know what I'm saying? Like D will go all the way there. But because you are this very community leader, come one, come all, you healing folk, you praying for folk, you paying folk mortgages, like you become this thing. Now, I recognize that you're not that, and that you're a human, and that you got feelings and all of those things, but your average person who is not in tune like that, they looking at you again. He said to me one time, we had an issue when Candace and I started, making more money and doing pretty well in life, where everybody, it seemed like literally like, I'm talking about family, friend, whoever would just call and be like, yo, I need, some money. Like friends that we didn't even really rock with like that. Like, not rock with, but like didn't even talk to like that. It'd be like, hey, we just need $500 here, $200 here. And you just like, man, I remember I called you, E, and I said, yo, like, how do you shut this down? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but like, I looked up one month, it's like we gave away $5,000. And he was like, yo, if you had an ATM that you went to every day and you ain't had to do nothing, you ain't had to put your card in, nothing. You just had to push like the dollar amount and enter, and the money came out, when would you stop going? And I was like, never. Like, I go every day. He said, you go every day. You might go a couple times a day, correct? I said, yeah. He said, when would you stop going? I said, when it stopped giving me money. And so, E, I give you that advice back of, you may need to reevaluate your boundaries and say, okay, I done went too far now, and now people starting to take my kindness for a weakness, because basically you an ATM. I borrow your car, I run out the gas, you don't say nothing, I bring it back, cool, I go off, do my thing, I do it again, I borrow some money here, we go out to eat, I don't reach for the check. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, you have maybe conditioned people around you to feel comfortable to act in a certain manner. Just like I conditioned people that I was a human ATM, but guess what? Once I shut it down and I told them, yo, low key, Nah, it's not happening. We will bless people as we see fit, not just as you come and say, give me, give me, give me. And it changed for me. And so I'm giving you that advice you gave me right back and saying it may be time to put the boundaries up a little bit more, even though I know that's not your natural style because you want to be all things to all people a lot of the times.
Yeah, and I agree with you. See, I'm just saying it hurts because it's like almost the onus is on you. And again, like I said, I'm a leader, so I take that responsibility if I have to take that responsibility.
And you're rich.
I'm just the type of person.
You know what I'm saying?
Where
And you're
if
rich.
you are, and I haven't always been the source, bro. I was 12, I was 13, I was 15. But when Pastor Willis was my source, when Dr. Doggett was my source, I didn't go, I'm just gonna abuse this joint. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I think the person that's being blessed has a responsibility too. Like they don't get to just be free willy because they're in a situation where they're blessed. Okay, even though you may have, your dad might own the gas station, that don't mean you come in there and just blow out the gas because your dad own the gas station. He still got to pay for that gas. You feel me? Even though you have access to it, he still got to pay for it.
Yeah, E, but you told me a long time ago, takers don't have boundaries, dog. You know what I'm saying? They don't. That's the nature of a taker. E, you've never been a taker. Like, that's not in your nature. So you couldn't even understand their thought process because you're not a taker. Like, I don't think any of us on this line are takers by nature, but you do have people who are just, you flat out a taker. Like, it's always about you. And so you told me a long time ago, takers don't have boundaries. You have to set the boundaries for them. And so it doesn't even make them a bad person per se. And that's what I really wanted to ask you, not only in this situation, but any situation where, you have somebody who's, behaving in this manner. It sounds like it's somebody you love and care about and, would love to preserve the relationship. But do you think they're doing it intentionally, or is it just a subconscious thing of, I become such a taker in my life, and I especially in this particular relationship, that they've gone numb to it? Or do you think it's a conscious decision?
I don't know, man. I just think people are so consumed sometimes in their own want that they don't necessarily think about. You get so selfish that I think you're narrow in your thinking. You get so, like, that's it, like yourself. So it comes in you and you don't get to see in your peripheral, like you don't see others. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think that's what it is. I don't think it's a personal thing. I just think they're so me. You know what I'm saying? Me. That you don't see we. And so to your point though, I guess you got to set the boundaries for them, but it just hurts because, I just think about Pastor Willis. He set me free. It set me free. And you want to do the same thing for other people, man. But I literally had to do something that I never thought I would do. But, as we are, doing this consulting work, bro, I literally had to have a clause. And I think I learned from Josh where if it's my client, you can't talk to my client trying to get a gig on your own. But that's not something that I would even think I had to do, see, because I would never, if you gave me a source, I would never try to take your source, if that makes sense, and try to act like it's mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and to C's point, you cut from a different cloth, like straight up. You just got to understand that. You gotta understand that you're dealing with people, and not by any means an excuse, but you're dealing with people that they might not necessarily share that value at all. What I mean by that is like, if I had to fight for everything in my life, and I've come across, and I've accepted, it's weird, but I've come to accept, like, there's some people that, like, because of where they've come from, like, they're so scrappy that the best thing in front of them, they don't even see it. And they're so scrappy and just trying to get theirs. No excuse. But that's just the reality of the matter. Like, there's just some people that just like, I just got to survive. Remember, we talked about how somebody does become a high D. Like, at some point in your life, you had to take control. You had to do, you had to figure things out on your own. And for some people, they could see it. They don't know how to cross that line. Like, you've just scrapped your whole life to get yours. And now you're in a situation where we're fed and we're getting it, but you're still coming in with that same mindset of, I got to get mine, and you screw everything up. But the question I want to ask is, what are the Like, give me the two, either of you, give me the 2-3 top signs. Like, yo, how do I know this is me? Like, how do I know that I'm not doing weed? Because I'm saying I don't know that I don't know. You know what I mean? The triple darkness your mom talk about. I don't even know that I'm doing this. So give me the 2 or 3
it's
things.
easy to me. You wake up and go to bed, and you and your own self is the only thing on mind from top to bottom. That's the only way you do it, right? So, and I want to make this very clear that while I mentioned money a couple times, this is not a money thing.
Oh, no, because I wasn't dealing with money with this situation.
Yeah, no. I know. I'm just saying in general. So like I look at okay, for instance, Bruce. You know what I'm saying? Bruce, my dog. Bruce over there shoveling my parents' driveway. You know what I'm saying? Going in, not looking for anything in return other than like, yo, let me bless. And so there's somebody who understands reciprocity in a relationship of, and that has nothing to do with financial, but just like, yo, I'm just a good person. Like, let me do what I can do. I feel blessed by C at some point, E, the church, whatever. Like, let me do what I can do to try to show my appreciation for that and look out for other people. So it's not a necessarily a financial thing that we're talking about. But E, you told me a long time ago, you got to be careful with broke people. Let me give you an example. When we were at Michigan State, there was we had the Advantage program, and I wanted to hire a DJ. And he was like, bet, hire the DJ. But so I went and hired the DJ. I'm like, yo, here's how much we can give you. Let's say I was giving him, I don't know, $150 a week, right? Or $100 a week, $400 a month. Come every week, do the Advantage. Now, I told this person from the jump, I said, look, the university pays like slow. So you're going to be like a month on back, from when you're going to get your payment, right? So, oh, yeah, cool. I'm like, all right, it's going to be a minute. Like, it takes a while to process. The university ain't just cutting checks like you do it on Tuesday night. Wednesday, we can cut you a check. All right, got it. You remember this, E? And so what happened, Carl, about 2, my man did 2. And then came to me, was like, yo.
Where that check at?
Yeah, where the check at? I said, bro, I told you. So he's like, oh, yeah, I forgot. After the third week, he comes again. Yo, where the check at? I said, dog, I told you. He said, oh, man, I'm going to be real, dog. I can't be DJing for you, if I'm not going to be. I said, bro, that's it. You done? I paid my man $300 out of my own pocket. I said, goodbye and good riddance forever. And it's that poverty mindset. And now when we say poverty, I'm not speaking to money solely. I'm speaking of a poverty mindset to me is, again, you wake up and it's about you. You eat lunch and it's about you. You eat dinner, it's about you. And you go to sleep and it's about you. So if it's about me, E, how could I possibly look out for you and see what's good with you? How could I possibly be like, you know what? I see a gap right there. Let me try to fill that for somebody else. If the only thing in your mind is all the gaps that you got. So if I'm broke and I'm hurting, instead of thinking about helping somebody, I'm thinking about how can I get some money. So if I'm around E and he drop a crumb or he has a client or somebody I could try to leech off, I'm going to try to immediately leech off you because I'm thinking about how to fill my own void and my own gap in life. And what people don't understand is in order to fill the gaps or voids in your life, to me, the best way to do that is to start doing for other people. You know what I'm saying? You can call it karma, you can call it whatever, but when you start looking out for other people, your life becomes that much more enriched. I promise you. I put my own mental health first. Like I try to make sure, all right, cool. I wake up in the morning, I'm good, I'm straight. I got my routine with the gym, water, everything I do with my Organifi. I got my things that I do to take care of myself. But as a man, I put my family first. I make sure, all right, cool, are they good? Let me look out let me make sure E's straight. Let me make sure Carl's straight. And what happens is I get that in return. But every once in a while, you get those people in your life who don't understand that process and they are like a leech and they will just blood suck you dry until you cut them off and then they'll move on. But I'm telling you, man, as long as you continue to let them do that, they will never stop. It's an ATM with no limits.
And I got you, and you right, and it is what it is. But I'll just tell you this: and again, I think you said it's my nature. It's just like, yo, why I gotta suffer? Why I gotta suffer? And why I gotta set up boundaries and make you stop? Why I gotta, rid you from my circle so it could stop? And it's just like, yo, it's just frustrating, bro. It's like I gotta be the provider, I gotta be the police too. And it's just like, yo, bro, that's the part I guess I don't like. I don't like police in my relationships. Like, I don't like getting up and putting boundaries on my relationships. Like I just don't like doing it. So don't get it twisted. For those of you who are listening, I don't have a problem doing it. I don't, but I don't like to have to be the police officer. Like I don't like to have to be the person that says, you know what, you taking too much. All right, sorry, gotta go. I don't particularly care for that. Why? Because I would prefer all the relationships to be on, you know, hey, we all have the ability to be together and do more together than we can apart. And all you worried about is just like your little whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, I just don't like doing it. I would rather be on a team where everybody is putting forth the same effort. You know what I'm saying? Like we always said, not equal giving, but equal sacrifice.
Oh, no
and
question.
I think that's what hurts me.
Wait. Explain that though, because I don't know if everybody heard that before. So
yeah, so you know, this whole concept, and Pastor Doggett said it when we built our first building. You know, he said, everybody don't have $100,000 to get to church, but we can not necessarily, we may not be able to give equally in terms of monetarily, but effort-wise we can. So if you can't do that, you can come up and clean, you know, the kitchen, or you can come and clean the sanctuary, or you can come help us when we're doing demolition. You can come help, you know, with the demolition, you know, like whatever you can do. And I think that's what bothers me. Is it's like, yo, it's some people, okay, and I don't want to say specific stuff because I don't want people to, you know, he talking about me. Well, let me just say this. If you can drive, like Rondell can drive, he don't have a problem driving. So Rondell may not have had the finances, but he like, yo, E, I owe you, like in so many ways. So if I'm available and you need a ride, you know what I'm saying? Like I could take you. You know what I'm saying? The other day we were in Detroit. I need to go to the camp. He picked us up, took us to the camp. You know, he'll do juice. He doesn't live here anymore, but when he comes on the weekend, he'll bring juice. Like that's his and that's why my favorite Christmas song, that's probably why it is. See, that's the flamingo in me, is the drummer boy. You know what I'm saying? Because my man like, yo, King, I have no gifts to bring. I don't have no gift to bring. But can I play my drum for you? You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got nothing else, but I play a mean drum. And I think that's my problem. See, people will come to me and take from me, and they got a drum. They won't play their drum for me, but they'll go play it for somebody who ain't do nothing for them. And I'm like, yo, bruh, I just fed you to be able to play the drum, and you're gonna go play the drum for them? They ain't even doing nothing for you. They ain't even looking out for you. But you got energy for them, but you ain't got energy for me, the person that's looking out for you. Okay, and now I gotta cut it, and now I got to call you to have a conversation. Now I got to be the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Now he played me, you talking about me behind my back. And I'm just like, wow, it's just so, I don't want to use the word, my mom might jump through the phone and spank me, unfair, because she used to get on me all the time about, you fair, what's fair? You know what I'm saying? That's a pig at contest. You know, I'm like, come on, Eric, like at the fair, like don't do that. But I just was like, wow, this is so lopsided. So people are so selfish and so inconsiderate that now you're taking me out of my element, which is to be a giver, and you taking me out of my element, and now you making me go into a mode that I don't particularly care to go in, just to try to preserve the relationship. And 60% of the time, they so bad off, you can't even tell them they selfish or they gonna take it personal, and then you still don't get nothing out of the little conversation you had. So, yeah, man, I'm sorry, bro. I know you had a whole
Let me devil's advocate.
podcast.
Let me devil's advocate a second, E. Let me just devil's advocate. Y'all don't jump on me for sake of conversation. Just draw the line for me, because we've done several videos where we talk about put your mask on first. Make sure you're taken care of. We've done, we've talked about that extensively. So just again, I'm trying to help people draw the line for me, because I am trying to get mine. I do have to take care of my family. What's that line? Like that line of, yo, you told me to put my mask on
Here's
first.
the line. The line is, I got you a rebound. I'm a big man. Feed me the ball. You the guard. I don't dribble the ball up and down the court. But I got you the rebound, doggone it. You wouldn't have been able to get the ball in your hand if I didn't give it to you. I'm just asking you to feed me from time to time. I ain't no doggone shooting guard. I ain't the point guard. I ain't the power forward. I ain't gonna necessarily put up, 50 points because I don't have the ball in my doggone hand. But I'm on the team. I'm a part of the team. I have blessed you. I've looked out for you. I set picks. I've done things for you that you couldn't do for yourself. I got defensive rebounds. I got offensive rebounds. I gave you the doggone rock. Feed me. Or be like the, what was my man name? Sweetness, Walter Payton. I win the scoring title, or I win the Super Bowl receiving title. Give me a Rolex. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, bless me. Don't take. And then you don't say my name. You don't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it ain't necessarily going to be equal, given, but come on, equal sacrifice, bro. Like, don't give me, I said it before. She said it's okay because you do a new podcast, it might be somebody's first time hearing it. But on the Our Gang, or, whatever you want to call it, Lil Rascals, whichever one you know, depending on how old you are, Spanky, Alfalfa, and they would do work together. And my man, Spanky was he was the one, I guess the leader. He was the one in control. And they would get money. He would go 1 for me, 1 for you. 2 for me. 2 for you, 1, 2 for me. 3 for you, 1, 2, 3 for me. And that's what people are doing. It's like you taking advantage of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not saying, all right, we went over here and did this work. How much is that? How much did you put in? How much did I put in? All right, just give me my fair share. Like, don't give me more than what I deserved or earned, unless we agree on that. But at least give me what I earned, bro. And it's just like, bro. And I tell you, man, I go to the grave, man. I ain't gonna say that because we're on a podcast. Somebody might get their little feelings hurt. But I'll say my wife. I'll say the reason why I'll go to any extent with D is because it's always been, yo, I'm gonna look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna put you in a position where I'm gonna get the job first. I'm gonna get insurance. I'm gonna buy the first house. And what happens in a lot of scenarios is you'll have a person like Didi who does that, and then you'll have the other person who's been a benefactor of it. When they blow up, now they got some new chick. Or now they acting like, hey, this is my money. I earn this money. I'm only gonna give you so much. It's just like, yo, Didi got every account. She got every code, every number. She want to go right now and buy her mama a house. She could take whatever she want to take. And it's like, I'm not stupid. I remember before, yeah, I'm on right now. I'm definitely on. I am the one that's bringing in a whole lot of doggone money. But you can't make that money more important than the first seed, the seed money, what they call it. You can't make that more important than what Didi did in the beginning, because it's not greater in value in terms of how much now versus what she did. What she did in the beginning was just as important, because I wouldn't be able to be where I am right now if it wasn't for the sacrifice she made.
One could argue more.
Right, you feel what I'm saying? See, you could. But then you got some clowns, I'm sorry to be disrespectful, you got some clowns that now you own, and you acting like you forgot that this was the person that put you on. Or of all the people in the world, this was the person that made the sacrifice and kiss your butt. And now you want to act like you all of that. And now you want to act like, oh, now, yeah, okay. Could I get, like, who I am today and the money I got and the prestige I got, could I leave my wife and get another female? Absolutely. No questions about it. I'm in a position to do that. But doggone it, I wasn't in a position to do that when I was 19 and I ain't had none. I bet you the average female that would rock with me now wouldn't have rocked with me when I was homeless, 16, 17, coming to church smelling like piss, or whatever I smell like, because I wasn't taking no regular showers. My breath stank because I wasn't brushing my teeth. I bet you no chick wouldn't have took me in. And what we do is we let people get us on, but then once we get on, we want to be funky, or we want to act like we deeper than what we are. And that, like I said, that just kind of stuff just pissed me off. It's like, yo, bro, you couldn't, no disrespect, if it wasn't for Game Changers or what C did, you couldn't get a gig. You wouldn't have known the first way now, but now you got the opportunities, and now you want to, like C said on another podcast, now you want to get on other people threads, and you want to start texting them and acting like, that they was down with you when you first started. They weren't down with you. Now you riding their coattail. They weren't the ones that helped you to get on. We help you get on. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's not like I'm pissed because you jocking them. First of all, I feel sorry for you because you don't really see how it goes. And it ain't like my gig's about to change because you doing it. But I'm looking at you like you don't understand. You about to fall. Why? Because you're leaving the source that blessed you in the first place. That's why I feel bad for you, because they not about to show you the love we showed you. And then it's gonna be too late when you wake up and go, man, they ain't even love me like I thought they loved me. So I just, for real, like I said, bro, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I won't come back to this for another 6 months, but it just happened yesterday. And I'm just sick and tired of people being takers and taking, like I said, you're not gonna stop my bank account because you took from me. But I feel sorry for you that you so blind and you so selfish that you don't see that you biting the hand that feeding you.
So check this out. Y'all know I wouldn't do this unless the spirit moved, right? So I am going to do something that I normally would not do, but I think it's called for under the circumstance. I've probably had the album, Nikki and I have had the album pretty much done. We're just making some tweaks here and there. There's some final edits, some things like that. That we're doing, and we just kind of slow playing it because I really didn't feel like it was time to release the album anyway, so I haven't been rushing it. It's not like a procrastination thing. We've actually been done. But this what you're talking about pertains so well to one of the tracks. Because I love our S2S podcast listeners, I'm going to let you hear a piece of the album right now. I got it queued up as you're talking, E, and hopefully this will help you, E, because you're literally speaking to your own
I don't want
issue
no help
right now. I promise you.
I don't want no help.
Yeah, well, you about to get it from E.T. You know what I'm saying? You know them Spider-Man meme where you like pointing at him, he looked just the same as him. This is E. This track is called Energy off the album, ironically. And I think E, I'll play it now, and you'll see that it literally speaks to exactly what we talked about. And hopefully, once this is over, you'll be freed up. So this is Energy.
I know I'm about to call them and get freed up.
Y'all not even. This ain't even like the fully mastered version, but I don't even care. It's only a part of the track. The track is actually 8 minutes long, but here's 2 minutes and 8 seconds of the new album, and here's the track Energy.
So who's draining you? I need them gone. Okay, let me say this because some of y'all, that was hard for you. Reposition them. No, for some of y'all, you like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like right now, you can't even hear the rest of my message because you so burnt. Like right now, you just struggle. Like, get rid of it. What can I do? So it's level 2 for those of you who don't love yourself enough to make them love you. Because for real, at the end of the day, that's what it is. You want some guilt trip stuff. Here's the thing I love about life. You care more about how they feel about you than they care about how they feel about you. It's the craziest thing. Where you get that from? They don't even care about your family and your little life. And you care more about what they think than they care about you. They don't care what time they call you or what they take away from your kids or your husband or your wife. They don't care. They don't care when they take money out your bank account for some stupid stuff that they doing. They never thought about you. Why you thinking about them that deep? Do you understand that in any, listen to me, we're not talking about relationship. In any environment, if it ain't mutual, it no longer exists. You can't like ask a tree not to give out oxygen and it still exists. It don't work like that. The trees give something, the seeds give something, the earth gives something, the animals give something. They all give it, and that's why it's life. You can't keep living when you're around people that you're giving so much to and they're not giving back to you. At some point, they will suck the life out of you and go find somebody else when you die. When you get sick, when they burn you out, they're gonna go to the next victim. They're not even gonna come up to the hospital and visit you. When you lose your marriage, they don't care. When you lose your kids, they're not gonna be there for you. Take care of yourself. This is a doggone airplane. If it's going down, you put the oxygen on yourself first. Some of y'all, you just, everybody in your life, you just put, you can't even hardly breathe. You about to die, but you got them taken care of.
Thank y'all for listening. See you next week.
See you next week.
Oh, man.
No, seriously, see you next week.
Wait till the album is crazy. First, you know what I'm saying? Before we even break down the science behind that, hey, we had the new album is scored like a movie, as you can probably hear. So that's like an original soundtrack score to the album. There's no hip hop on this one. This is just straight epic. You know what I'm saying? Star Wars, Intergalactica soundtrack. So anyway, thoughts, E? Anything you want to add to what you already said to yourself? E, you on mute.
I ain't on mute.
He was reflecting.
I'm not on mute, bro. I'm not on mute.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. Well, hey, you said it. Carl, you break it down. This is E on self-imposed mute.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not on mute.
I'm laughing at E's advice to himself. Like, yeah, it's
No, is that not exactly what we talked about to a T?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. E, you said it. Now you got to live it. You know what I'm saying? You literally just said if it's not mutual, it's going to die. And so you in the non-mutual relationship in this particular point, and you can either choose to tell that person it better start being mutual so that we can have this relationship, or it's going to die. I try to give folk an option. You see what I'm saying? So you're right. They don't want to deal with it. But I'm honestly trying to give you an option to stay in the relationship. Whereas if you don't do that, you're just gonna choke the life out of it.
No. And I think that's a great word. That's a great word. And I'm gonna start with that word. And for those of you who are listening.
So you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying for those of you who are listening, like that's the thing we need to go into the conversation with, because I think when I go here, I go into it with, okay, we done this a few times, so it's over. I'm really just giving you your death sentence. And so what I need to start doing is going into it saying, hey, maybe we can preserve the relationship. Let's talk about how we can do that. Instead of talking about what I want to talk about, let's talk about how we can preserve the relationship, because the way it's going right now, we can't do that.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm
saying.
trying
I wasn't saying that though. I'm telling you
that's all I'm trying to get accomplished when I do it.
No, that's not what I'm trying to get accomplished.
If I didn't care nothing about you, I'd just be like, all right, cool, I'm good, just not answering my phone.
I do care about you, but I'm still not. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's just like somebody told me, hey, E, you need to go ahead and do the sprint, boy. You're gonna get more out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, now the way they said it originally was, if you don't have time, do that. Well, now I'm just like, instead of running 30 minutes, 3 miles, I'll just sprint 3 miles. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So that one piece that they gave me advice, revolutionized how I looked at my my exercise routine. Yeah. Right? So I'm saying to you, I never had a problem talking to him in the first place. But I think I went into it thinking, first of all, why can't you see what I see? Number one. You know, that was the biggest problem, was I'll never be in a relationship where I take more than I get. Why? Because if I'm taking more than I'm getting, you can get rid of me. I'm not indispensable. Like, so that's I thought that was common sense. You feel me? I just thought it was common sense that I thought it was. I just thought it was common sense that if I got to trade people at the end of the year, you could be traded because you're not executing. You could be traded. So so that's wrong, right? And then my third piece was I already went in as if it's out. And so now I need to change this whole hookup and stop running 5-6 miles a day. I can do that once or twice a week when I feel, just to get that little itch off me. But go into the relationship now saying, hey, as a matter of fact, I don't even need to do all the talking. I don't even need to be, I just want to facilitate the conversation. I was going in talking. I was going in saying how I felt. Like, no more of that. Like, I'm going to facilitate. Hey, I have a challenge here. I don't think this relationship is mutual. I don't think if it's not going to be mutual, I don't think that we need to continue. So help me out. Tell me what you see, what you think, and let's talk about what the solutions are moving forward.
Oh, E, I'm loving the relationship.
Me and my mom used to talk back in the day, bro, it was more of a
I'm actually very cool with the way the relationship is going now.
Okay, and if we are, then
no, I'm
we
teasing,
can't go
but
no
you
further.
asking like how you feel about the relationship. I'm saying they feeling great. Bruh, imagine a relationship where you just get everything and give nothing.
Right, no, not that part about the relationship, about how I feel about it's not mutual. How do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying?
Like, how do you feel about how I feel?
It is mutual, how you feel it, like, do you understand what I'm saying?
How you feel about how I feel?
Right, yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, how you feel about how I feel, because it's supposed to be a relationship. So how you feel about how I feel? And if you don't feel how...
I just honestly think that, when people are in lack, you see it all the time. Like they will, it bends and compromises their mind to a me mentality. You know what I mean? It really does. And you said it when we first started the call, selfish people. And I don't know if it's selfish, like it's a learned behavior or something you just got ingrained in you. But I think some people are just more prone to look out for themselves. And again, this is not a money conversation. You could just be that type of person where it's like, yo, everything that come your way, you like, this meat. And I just don't know that the world was meant to work like that. And now, you know what, E, as you were talking, I was thinking about some of your closer relationships, and they probably are so reciprocal that when somebody taken like that, it's almost a shock to your system. Like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not what I'm used to. You know, you get some people, they got like a crabs and bucket, you know, kind of inner circle. So they like, yo, it's nothing to me. But you're probably on the other extreme so much in many of your relationships, I would hope, myself, D, you know what I'm saying? That when you feel it, it's like, whoa, okay, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's exactly what I feel. I mean, I'm just being real. That's probably exactly what's going on.
No, I'm just saying it's more glaring.
Yeah.
If you in healthy relationships all day and then you run up against somebody trash, it's like, whoa. But if you already in trash relationships, it probably didn't make that big a deal to you. So this person, you may be the only person in their circle who would even like remotely come at them like that, because in my circle, everybody trying to take what they can take. So it's not, you see what I'm saying? It's all relative and perspective driven as well.
Yeah, I'm through. I'm finished. I don't have.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I'm through. I'm exhausted. I don't have.
You know what you should do before you had a conversation, though?
Huh?
You know what you should do before you had a conversation, though?
There's one critical piece you need.
I don't. Take some Organifi.
There he is. There you go.
I thought I had y'all. I thought for the first time.
I was right there with you. I was right there.
I thought for the first time I was going to have y'all Organifi.
I'm about to get a double dose then. Because I'm about to call him right now.
I'm talking about, hey, do me a favor, mix the green, the red, and the gold.
All of it.
And
all
be like Popeye. You know what I'm saying? When you go in and have this conversation.
Yeah.
Man, this podcast is brought to you by Organifi. Shout out to all our first-time listeners who never heard of Organifi. Shout out to all our long-time listeners who've been on the Organifi, all right? The Organifi, the green juice superfood supplement powder that has the whole ETA team powered up, all right? We had it down there in Florida. Feeling good. Oh yeah, man, see, E, with your negativity and your you know what I'm saying, whole hookup, I forgot to talk about Disney. We went to Disney. E done drove me off Disney. I was in the happiest place in the world. Maybe we'll talk about it next time. But Organifi, man, shout out to Organifi for always keeping the squad healthy, plugged in. Go to Organifi.com, ORGANIFI.com, promo code SUCCESS, man, and jump on some of these superfood supplements that the squad has been on. You want to know why E could wake up at 3 drinking Organifi, okay? It's easy when you're drinking Organifi. You want to know why me and Carl waking up slightly later? It's because of Organifi, okay?
You feel me? It's all because of Organifi.
You know what I'm saying? So,
no question.
Man, we went to Disney. Shout out to my kids, man. I do want to say that real quick. You know, it's funny. If you've been to Disney, you look happy going in, and then by the end of the day, after you sitting out in 100 degrees and your kids acting crazy, usually it's some scowls. But man, I don't know. Even Avery was perfectly behaved at Disney, man. We went to Disney and we were there for some hours and it was hot as all get out. My kids did a great job. We had a great time down at Disney. Also had the mastermind, which was dope. He came through on the second day and blazed it. And we had a really great time. So, yeah, shout out to Disney, man. Although I did spend about $8 million in the park on water alone.
I was gonna say that was popcorn and water just by itself.
Oh, bro, I promise you, it's the happiest place in the world, and it's the most expensive place in the world. I'm like, yo, and like you wouldn't even imagine how many bottles of water we brought our own water in there, and still had to drink tons of water. So, but no, man, my kids did a great job. Our first Disney trip is in the books. So feel good about that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a rites of passage. You know what's crazy though? I was looking at my kids. I'm like, wow, my kids are experiencing Disney differently than I did. You know what I'm saying? Because we went to Disney and it was like we saved up. You know what I'm saying? We took the trip down. You know, we drove. You know, we made sure we, kept a nice budget. My kids, I'm like, okay, we in the park, they get toys. I'm like, I don't never remember buying toys in the park.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
we got
That was
food.
out. You know,
No,
face
we got
paint.
food. We brought food in, see?
Oh, brought food? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, no.
All
my
the
kids
amusements.
like, I want to go in the Disney
we was making
store.
sandwiches.
I'm like,
Yeah.
if you don't get on the right, take sandwiches, the whole nine.
No, bro, everybody was eating hot dogs and hamburgers. We was eating roast beef sandwiches that my mom had made.
Don't play though. The roast beef sandwich is nice.
Oh, they fire, but I'm just telling you what we was eating. We eat roast beef and had the Suzy Q's and the Suzy Q's.
Hey, C, was Avery able to get it? Because they don't people talking about how
You know what?
young you can
Avery
take your
is a
kids.
savage, dog. Because some of them rides, like we were on Pirates of the Caribbean, like the Jungle Cruise, like some of these you going through like caves and like, folks jumping out and kind of like roaring. Avery is savage. She was cool. She was like, I'm good. But nah, she definitely, she obviously probably won't remember it, Carl, but she enjoyed her time there. And especially she got to see Elsa, so the Frozen.
It's
lit
over.
up.
It's
Oh
over.
yeah, I sent you that video, didn't I, E?
Oh, she lit up.
Avery don't really crack a smile for nobody. So yeah, she was geek when she seen Elsa.
She thought that was her. She thought that was homegirl.
No doubt. She been telling people all week. She waved at me. So we had a good time. Trey was geek. You let them try not to let them watch too much TV, but they watch the Disney Channel. So you watching the castle and all of that. So of course when you walk up on it, it's magical. So they had a good time. I was just tripping. I'm like, wow, this is a first class Disney trip. Like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just eating whatever. Bro, like a hamburger hot dog meal was like $17. I'm like, yo, what? And I'm talking about like the basic joint. It wasn't even like a deluxe. So it is a rather expensive trip, but it was worth it, man. We also, like I said, had the mastermind. E came through, man, on Sunday and just, man, smashed it with the mastery. So we had a good time there. And then E, what's on your schedule? You headed to Chicago. What's going on in Chicago?
BU meetup.
Oh, okay, that's right. I forgot we had the BU meetup.
I forgot,
Yeah, for
BU
sure. I
meetup.
couldn't make this one, but I'm glad you're gonna make it on down. I know you're gonna have Tommy there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing
You
his
feel
thing.
me?
So hey, shout out to Breathe U, Breathe University, man. You want to be a part of this community. You see E on his way to a meetup now. BreatheUniversity.com, man. We would love to have y'all over there. All of my speakers, all of my presenters, my people looking to go to that next level and turn their passion into a profit, ETAGameChangers.com. Go to ETA Game Changers. That is the premier speaker training program that straight from the mind of Eric Thomas, man, teach you how to start making either a side hustle money off of your gift, or if you're looking to eventually leave your 9-to-5 or whatever current job you have now and start monetizing your speaking. ETA Game Changers is definitely the way to go. We just had a meetup every quarter. Got mastermind calls the whole night, so we'd love to see you there as well.
Hey,
yep, go for
hey,
it.
and for those of you who, for real, man, you like see, I'm talented, but I don't speak poetry, rap, act. You just got a personality out of this world. You got to be at the Verified Conference. All right, it's going down. You got to we're going to teach you how to get verified, Karen verified, Toad verified, Willie Mo verified, Q Deezy verified. Toby is hot as fish grease right now, catching while he still remembers his name. He won't know his name long. You know what I'm saying? Get the insight from him. He was just on the couch. He done went from the couch, to the BET
I
Awards.
understand what you're saying. Like, we have put a system together that crosses all industries now.
Yeah.
Rapping don't got nothing to do with motivational speaking. And out of our camp, now E is the #1 speaker in the world. And if you look at Toby, probably the hottest young rapper
hottest in the
world
game right now. Shine
on all of them.
Shine on all of them.
So definitely
DEM too.
Yeah,
DEM.
definitely come to the Verified Conference, man. Philly. In Philly.
August
Oh,
9th.
man, we got some news too that's exciting, man, that I can't wait to share with the podcast. But I'll have to wait for now until we get that completely finished. But we have some major exciting news about Dr. Thomas and some things on the horizon for the company that I'm super excited about, but I'll share that at another. You know what I'm saying? Try to give y'all a little teaser so y'all keep listening to the podcast. Like, what is it? And man, I had, at some point, y'all, maybe I don't want to do it with E already pissed.
Yeah, not right
have
now.
the negative feedback.
Oh, please, not today. It would take me over the edge. Me and Didi on our way to Chicago. I wouldn't say nothing to it for the whole ride. Don't do Didi like that.
Yeah, no, so I won't do that today. But one of these times when we're all in a great mood and can handle it, and we'll delve into.
Yeah, not today though. Not
you know what's
today,
crazy?
my
I'm thinking some people sending in negative comments now to be read on the negative
Just to
feedback.
get their shine on.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy at this. It's like E getting taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? You opened yourself up to it, and now it's happening, and now you pissed. So you got to roll with it.
Hey, don't forget 1% event. We got New York.
Oh, yeah,
August
that's right.
23rd and 24th. New Orleans. Hey, I checked the calendar. I'm like, we on some different stuff. ETA on some different. I think September 12th is a Thursday. Tommy hit me yesterday. Like, yo, y'all doing an event on a Thursday or Friday or something like that? I was like, I guess so.
Thursday,
So New
Friday,
Orleans is
yeah.
Thursday, Friday, September 12th and 13th.
Knowledge.
And then DC. DC is October 5th and 6th. And then, of course, don't forget C's favorite one, the Phenomenal Life 2020, Riviera Maya.
Oh, no doubt.
We're talking about April 25th to May 1st. That's next year, 2020. And don't make it feel like it's far. When I say next year, start putting them little pennies aside right now so you could get there and be with us live, man. Like, I'm not playing with y'all. Like, that event be going down, y'all. We got the all-white party. We be out there dancing, dropping it. Yeah, we just be having fun, man. So y'all want to get there April 25th to May 1st.
Yep. And I'm excited. Yo, I'm excited, but somebody gonna have to help me, man. I'm like, I told you, I'm starting to do a little anxiety over my son going to kindergarten. My wife keep telling me, like, you can't just take him out of school whenever you want. I'm like, what? Preschool is like, all right, cool, we out. We be gone for 3 weeks. And now it's like, okay, he in kindergarten. Like, are you telling me that I got to cut vacation short? And you know what I'm saying? So I'm already looking at calendars and trying to figure out when spring break is. I'm like, we may be homeschooling before too long. You know what I'm saying? Trey is a social kid. I think he got that part down. So we might have to do some homeschooling. I've been talking to the hip hop preacher. You know what I'm saying? E, y'all babysitting up there now. Y'all you up for one more? You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got.
Ask me tomorrow. Don't ask me nothing today. Ask me tomorrow.
All right. So, so just so the people know, are you headed to have this conversation as soon as we get off the podcast?
Right now, I'm still pissed that you got me on the phone.
Oh, okay. Well, the people,
with
man,
this
they
small
miss
talk.
us. So, I'm so happy this podcast happened. This podcast, y'all don't even know. We're doing this podcast today on Thursday.
On the day of.
Which we never do. And we were supposed to do it like since Sunday. And every day something happened. So we got the podcast done. E, are you in the mood for a nugget of the day, or should I just find one from an old podcast?
No. Get one.
Hey, listen,
take something I said earlier and make that a nugget.
Yeah, the nugget of the day is, man, be aware of your surroundings, all right? Try to add value to people, man. And don't, again, add real value, not just something you could do something to hopefully get something back, but just out of the kindness of your own heart, add value. Be able to self-assess. If you're one of those people who, for real, you looking at yourself in the mirror going, man, I am a taker, like for real. Like I look around in my relationships and I always got my hand out and rarely am I giving to people. Man, just switch that mentality. I promise you, it's sweeter on this side. It really is. And it doesn't have to be monetary. It could be you going and picking up a 99-cent card and just writing, yo, I just appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Here go a $10 gift card to, Starbucks, like whatever that person likes. It doesn't even have to be a big thing. It just shows that you appreciate and you value the people in your life, man. Give to people. People enjoy that. People enjoy getting a package at the door. There's a ton of little things you can do to show your appreciation and not just be a taker, all right? And I promise you, it'll come back around to you if you are doing it out of the kindness of your heart and the sincerity. And I think not only would your relationships be better, but we'll live in a better world, man, if people were just, conscious of other people's feelings and looking out for one another. I think, the word karma gets overused, but I really just think it's, when you do good things and everybody hears that and does good things start to happen to everybody. So each one, teach one, it takes a village. Give me a whole bunch of other little
No.
cliches,
To Carl's
Carl.
point too, the survivor. Get out of survivor mode.
Yeah, and get in on the thrive side, okay?
Yeah.
So yeah.
How much is that package?
Go for it, E. What'd you say?
No, I said, how much is that package to thrive? You know what I'm saying? Get out of survive.
Get in BU. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to be a giver and not a taker. So, all right, E, go handle your business. We looking. Hey, y'all tune in next week, man, to find out how the conversation went. All right, it's gonna be dramatic. All right, we're gonna play some music the whole nine. And hey, man, as always.
And for the record, we've been on for 1 hour and 20. I don't feel any better.
Hey, here, let me play your speech again.
Your track one more time. Text it to him. See, text it to him right now.
I'm gonna text you your speech. Let you hear
text
it.
to me because while you was playing, I took my ear away from the phone.
I ain't trying to hear
love
that.
you. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity.